Hey, welcome back to Hellenica. It's been a while, but I haven't forgotten about it. Just had some health problems keep me from recording as much as I would have liked. But here we are, and I'm actually recording this episode a second time around because I recorded it all and finished it up and found that my recording software had not turned on. So yeah, that's the kind of mistake that I don't make them often, but I do make them. So it is a rerun for me, but I'll try to go through it as best I can. Let's get started. So we just fought our way in here past a big nasty guy into the Oracle's chamber, and we want to be finding out what is going on with the Oracle, what the mission that Dione has been sent on is. So let's find out. Priestess. So you're the ones the gods sent to dispatch those ruffians. Now I know why the Oracle said we had nothing to fear. I'll tell her you've arrived. Alright, looks like we've got Xenophon here and Castor, and also there are these steamworks we can look at. Let's talk to Xenophon first. Hi, I think we saw you hanging out with Plato, but we were never introduced. I'm Nephella, the adventurer. These are my companions, Diona and Brasidas. Oh, I'm Xenophon, student of Socrates and military historian. Pleased to meet you. You're a long way from home. Does your teacher know you're here? Actually, Socrates is the one who sent me here. We were in disagreement regarding Sirius' campaign and whether I should join. At the very least, we agreed that I should see the Oracle about it. With all the excitement surrounding the bomb and the train, you must have missed some important news. What's going on with Artaxerxes' younger brother? You mean you haven't heard? Greek mercenaries are being gathered for a military campaign led by the Prince of Persia. Officially, it's to put down a revolt in Egypt. But rumor has it his campaign's real goal is to depose his tyrant brother and take the Persian throne himself. Why would any Greeks want to become involved in Persia's power struggles? Well, isn't it obvious? Greece is intertwined with the politics of Persia, and that's because Artaxerxes' tight-fisted policies strangle trade. Sooner or later, that black-hearted tyrant is going to want to expand his empire, and in all likelihood his target will be Greece. This King Artaxerxes is sounding more and more like the threat from the east that Artemis mentioned in my vision. In contrast, his brother Sirius has strong ties with Greece, as regarded by his men as honorable and generous. And I'm sure the gold he's offering his mercenaries is unrelated to the praises they sing of him. You may be cynical of him, but your king doesn't share your concerns. He's already sent a whole squadron of Spartans, and even some Autokintians, to support Sirius. What? But Spartan rebels have yet to be defeated. Why would honorable King Agesilaus waste troops on Persia's squabbles? Well, consider the magnificence of the new Autokintians. When you got the best military technology in the world, you could be caught outnumbered and mid-retreat and still win the day. Remember what happened at the Battle of Plataea? No, dude, I don't remember that. Neither does he. Alright, so Xenophon looks like he wants to know if he should go and join this group since battling Persia. He's come to the Oracle to ask, I guess. Castor. Thanks for your help back there. That's right, because he helped us fight our way in here. We didn't know you were coming to see the Oracle too. Are you going to ask her about finding your brother? No, Pollux is gone. I don't know what confused that man at Athens, but I'm here to ask the Oracle about lifting the curse of storms on Corinth. But didn't Poseidon send the flood specifically to punish Corinth? The boat blaspheming him happened a decade ago. We must have paid for that hubris by now. I don't believe it is Corinth's destiny to be ravaged by storms for eternity. If only a hero, if someone could fulfill a quest for Poseidon, perhaps he would spare Corinth. I don't envy you dealing with the temperamental lord of the sea. What if he asked you to brave Hades or slay a giant serpent? If that's what it takes to resurrect Corinth, there used to be so much beauty. And there are still survivors clinging to the remains of the city. And I wasn't there for my twin brother Pollux, but maybe I can make up for it now. Alright, we can also click on these steamworks. Wow, look at the way those gear trains cause the statues to animate, how the pulleys scroll the painted canvas sky. There are even tricks with mechanically driven lights illuminating it all. This must be the grandest Theomachana in the world. Sort of. I mean, it's the grandest heliophilia in the world with all the cogs, gears, sprockets, gizmos, valves, and nozzles you could ask for. And 70 or so years ago, that would have made it the most impressive Theomachana in the world. But that was before Leucippus pioneered industrial steam-powered engines. Now that we can build steamships, powerful cranes, and precise mechanical looms, this is almost quaint. All right, now we could talk more to them. Let's go see the Oracle, though. Let's find out what's going on here. You can take a friend with you to see the Oracle. Let me talk to them. We'll be back soon. Okay, so I gotta talk more to figure out who to take? By Hephaestus, who designed this motor? You can drag an ox around with all the power they're wasting. I can fix it by just adding another gear train to... Brass, hand me my wrench. Come on, Nephella, we got an appointment with the Oracle. Oh, you go without me. I've tried asking Oracle questions before. They'll just ramble on about a backward mule of numbers 3 and 7 when what I asked was which alloy would show the least degradation in a long-term use in a cooling vent. I don't think it's the sort of questions the Oracle is meant to answer. Then what's the point? Okay, so I could talk to them. They'll just kind of tell me the same thing. Xenophon, he wants to know about whether he should go on this quest. And Castor wants to know about how he can get Poseidon to, let his people go. But I want to actually take Nephella, because I took her last time, but my reasoning was just that she's been with us. It feels like she's the one who deserves coming with us. So it says, you have chosen to take Nephella with you to see the Oracle. Are you sure? If yes, click on the Oracle's chamber again. Otherwise, click on another companion, which I mean these two guys. So let's go. Nephella of Baron, the priestess there has told me of your rambunctious nature. I hope you haven't come to experiment with the theomechani of my sanctuary. What? No, I wouldn't dream of it. I've got a question for you. Speak it. So, my firing string on my steamboat keeps breaking when I try to launch different types of bolts out of it. I think it's because I need different tautness depending on the projectile and the distance I'm trying to launch it. But I can't afford to restring a battle, obviously. And I've tried stacking multiple firing mechanisms with the bow, but the results were unstable. So how do I fix it? Hephaestus and Athena smile on your creation and advise that with worms of steel, your core would be flexible, yet firm. Oh great, worms of steel. I'll go dig some up. Did you say something? Nothing, Miss Oracle. Thanks for the worm advice. Who else comes to ask the will of the gods? I am Diona, servant of Artemis. I come to... Arktos, I've been expecting you. Artemis is pleased at the progress you have made. Progress, but I've learned almost nothing of the threat from the east. You've gathered loyal allies. Dead weight, you mean? The girls know little of battle, and the Spartan imagines nothing else. They're hardly suited to the duties of an Arktos. Hey, I'm learning! Then you will need to teach them, Diona. This task is too great for you to conquer alone. I'm an Arktos. It's Artemis' design that I work alone. The threat before you requires more than just the strength Artemis has endowed you with. You must trust in your companions, Arktos, for it's only together that you can defeat the threat rising from the east, the mad god king Artaxerxes. Artaxerxes is just a man. Should I fail Artemis' test, the gods will use another instrument to punish his hubris. Whatever great schemes the gods have is not known to me. What is known to me is that Artemis requires you to stop Artaxerxes, for the Persian tyrant has designs on Greece. You've already encountered his handiwork in the form of a bomb in the Theban train. So Artaxerxes is the one that supplied the Luddites with that bomb. And that's just one of his vile plots. In the east, his iron grip has all but crushed resistance to his rule. Soon, even the rebellious province of Egypt will be quashed, and the fury emanating from the imperial palace in Babylon pulses stronger by the day. How can I defeat him? For all his power, he can be slain like any other man, but beyond Artaxerxes' veil there lurks a greater foe. One that rose in the forgotten histories before Olympus. Her hatred will forge a prison for the gods. And humanity? Humanity will be as helpless children, for no man or woman can defeat this foe. But you, Arktos, you must find a way to triumph. If you fail, Greece and all its storied histories will be erased. Are you okay? Nephella, go get help. She's totally drained. This hasn't happened since the prophecy of the black dripping blood that foretold Xerxes' invasion. What did you ask? This is... If you had a chance, read that. Now your statues are standing and pouring sweat. They shiver with dread. The black blood drips from the highest rooftops. They have seen the necessity of evil. Get out! Get out of my sanctum and drown your spirits in woe. That is a metal prophecy. Anyway, what did you ask? Telling him could panic, all agrees. Something I discussed with my companions in private. We should ask Socrates for help. Socrates. Don't try to talk. Just rest. I'll look after her. I hope what she told you was important, Arktos. It was. Now if this knew what to do with it. Alright, so we can talk to Nephella. Alright, talk to Nephella. See, what I tell you, worms of steel? Where am I supposed to find those? And having the worms in my bow would be terrible for its integrity. Or maybe the oracle means I should ask the metal worms for help, since, you know, they're renowned theomechanists. Don't get me wrong, those are some useful stuff for our quest. But unless the worms come with gears attached. Wait a second! Worm gears! They only turn one way, so with the right setup I could use them to quickly tighten my string. It's genius! I think there's a lesson to be learned here. Absolutely! The only tightening aspect of worm gears has lots of applications, and you should consider them when you're stuck on a mechanical problem. And what about the oracle? Oh sure, she used a few of them in her chamber. It'd be mostly for show, but she could probably make a neat cyclone motif. Alright, talk to Castor a bit more. So what did the oracle say? Is Poseidon willing to go easy on Corinth in exchange for a quest? I think so. At least he has a task for me. How exciting! What is it? I'm going to slay a giant serpent? Or scale a giant frozen mountains guarding the way to Hyperbia? No. I'm supposed to find a midnight black pearl from an island pyramid near Egypt. I don't think the Egyptians built pyramids on islands. Wouldn't a building block sink any ships they were on? Maybe they... I don't know. But the oracle told me its location, if you were to see it for yourselves. I don't think... I'd love to see something like that! Can we, Diona? Please? This doesn't feel right. If a pyramid exists that holds such a treasure, why is it unknown? Maybe there's a different way of interpreting the oracle's words. You think I misunderstood the oracle. I heard her perfectly clear, and not what she told me to do. I'm only saying that I'm going to find this island pyramid and its midnight pearl. I'm going to save Corinth. Alright, Castor. Dude, settle down, man. New path unlocked. So we can go to Corinth with Castor. Now, checked with these all together. So I have some troubling news with the Persian king. Artaxerxes isn't just a militaristic tyrant. He's empowered with enough divine strength to threaten Olympus itself. It can't be. And he's already begun taking steps to erode Greece's strength. The Luddite bombers in the train were working with him. We need to warn the leaders of Greece. Socrates from Athens seemed like a good guy. Maybe we should start with him. Look what trouble Athens has been having with Luddites. It might be better to go to Rhodes and warn the Mechanist king of Avaris. This isn't just a plot to meet one of your idols, is it? Not at all. Well, maybe, but everyone from Macedon to Corinth respects Avaris' leadership. After all, he made Rhodes the most technologically advanced city-state in Greece. Rhodes is still important, even if it doesn't have an emperor like Athens. If Avaris spoke on our behalf, all of Greece would listen. Alright, so we have two new paths. They're not actually new, because I've done this before, but the two paths we can go is we can go to, we can go with Castor to find this marble, but I'm with Diona here. That's not our quest. Our quest is this thing about, stopping the evil Artaxerxes, and, maybe that'll tie in, but it feels like that's kind of, off to the side, like a side quest. We should be focused on the main. So we could either go to Athens and talk to Greece about Artaxerxes, or go to Nephella and try to rally Avaris to help us. And I decided to go with this one. Partly it's because we've already been to Greece, we've talked to Socrates. Let's try something new, right? So let's do this. We're gonna go this way. Okay. We'll let you go if you hand over your valuables. Start with that sword. Brigand. This sword was hewn from the fang of a Hyperbian beast that brought ruins to towns. I'd sooner surrender my life than this blade. I guess that's how it has to be then. Oh, he brought buddies. He got backup. Unless your fancy sword can magically repel arrows, you don't stand a chance of winning this fight. I'm not a coward who only enters fights he believes he can win. I fight because it is my destiny. It's your destiny to die here then. Diona! Looks like that traveler's in trouble. We have to do something. Yes, we could continue a different way while the bandits are distracted. Diona! It wouldn't be heroic to leave an innocent traveler in bandits' clutches. My life was so much simpler before you came along. I'm glad I met you too. Back off, you bullies! This traveler is under the protection of Nephella and her band of heroes! Her band of heroes? That's funny, I never heard of them. And you look more like a fool priestess than a warrior. Well, we're not really from around here. Anyway, I've got an Arktos backing me up, so watch out! An Arktos, could it really be? Ha! Arktoi are just legends. Unless you got Ares himself at your side, you've already lost. Hear that, man? We got more visitors. Why don't you all come out to meet him? He's got more buddies. Look at that. Sorry, girl. Our whole clan happened to be camped here. So either drop your weapons and beg for mercy, get ready to die in Hades. Run, Arktos. I'll hold them here. What did you say to me? By Apollo, this could be bad. Diona, I'm sure he didn't mean... Diona, wait for us. And let's get started. So, to do a quick look at the map, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 of these guys. Got 2 of these big dudes, 2 with the arrows, this little backstabber here, and 2 with clubs. So, and I'm happy with what our skills are, so let's just go ahead and get started. Now, Skylax here, the way he works, he's got these, defense, standard steals. He's got this, which is like, it goes in a line, so it, 1, 2, 3, it kind of can, the way that he can hit 2 in a row, he can hit 3 in a row with his slash. He's got this cauterize, which can either heal or damage, and he's got this slash, which is like, a regular attack. But for all of these, after he's done 3 attacks, he gets all built up. They'll have like a cooldown of 1. But once they're all built up, he's got these blue flame variant. It's like more powerful. So that's pretty cool. So we're gonna keep an eye on that as we go around. But when I want to start out, I'm gonna have Diona come here, I think, and smack him down. He's gonna end up down there. And I know I lowered that lap when I put it before. After that, I kind of forget how I did this. So I'm just gonna be, starting afresh here. But it seems to me like what I could bring, let's see, his slash does 14 damage. He's got 35. So how far can I get? I can get him as well. Just thinking, let's see. He's got 48, 35. Let's focus on him, I think. Have you come and slash at him. We'll have Brasidas, he can stand behind there and hit through him. And home at 35, that's 14 and 12, which is 36. I don't know if it's going to be enough or not, to be real honest. But let's bring Nephella to here then. And let's have her... Actually, let's see. No, it's not close enough to hit them both. So let's have her fire at him. I hope that's enough to kill him, to be honest. But also, by having Skylax right next to Brasidas, that means that it wasn't enough to kill him. I should have shot. Dang it. That was a mistake. All right. Bad math on my part. But anyway, we'll just sort it out one way or another. He's a backstabber. That's his thing, annoyingly. So, okay, they didn't get very far. So what I actually can do, if I bring Skylax out to here and do this slash, it's going to hit them both, which is, I think, handy. He's going to be, and he's blocking. He can't, attack. So I could also, actually, let's see. If I came to here with Diona, and he only goes that far. And 16 damage. How much does he have left? He got 22 left. Let's do it anyway, though. Let's hit him. You know what? Let's not. Let's instead... Oh, but she's in the way. I was going to have... I wanted to push him down 1 and have her hit. I was hoping I could get him to run into him. I don't think that's not going to happen. So, that's annoying. He's got 22. Actually, Nephella can just take him straight out. That just... Wait, what? I did the right thing? I'm not sure. Let's make sure. Steam shot right at him. Yeah. Oh, she's below, so it's gonna it might not do the full amount of damage. She can go right behind, and yeah, that'll definitely take him out. And then we can have Diona come. He's got 9. This should just kill him flat out. And then he can actually come up right behind Skylax and strike through as well. So let's do that. I should take out a couple of these guys at least. Okay, good. I like that. Definitely like that and like that. All right, cool deal. Okay, he's still around. I bet he's going to do a lot of damage with whatever he does. And he's got, actually, I think I'm blocking, but he's got arrows, so that's not going to be quite as useful. Oh, cool. He bumped it. I mean, cool, but he bumped them into each other. Well, that's okay. And she's tanky. She can totally take whatever beating they try to throw at her. So I'm not worried there. All right, 48. I think that's the easy option there. So Skylax, you could just do a slash on him. I mean, I'm a little worried about him being there, but I'll worry about that in a minute. Let's see if we can get him taken out. So 36. So we got 12 on him plus another 14. That's less than 30 still. So Nefella, let's bring you up to here. That should take him out. It's a lot of firepower for just one dude, but I think it's worth it. Oh, what? Oh, was it because he was... Okay, that was a wasted, but he did a lot more damage than was advertised. So I'm a little confused. There must have been some buff on there I didn't realize. So, whatever. Alright, I hit Skylax. Another hit on Skylax. Not a fan. So one thing I'm thinking, he's at the blue flame area. If he were to come right out to here and then do his cauterize, it would both heal him and hurt him. So let's do that. And then, let's see. Okay, she's gone down. Well, let's have Brasidas come and push him off the edge. And then let's have Nefella. What kind of distance? Oh, you have a lot of distance. So you could, this might just take him out. So let's give a steam shot on him. And then Diona, you can use, I like this Artemis shot that stuns dudes. So we'll use that to stun him. We'll see how this goes. Awesome, it killed him, plus got your health back up. That, oh, it killed him too. Sweet. Also sweet. That's not gonna kill anybody, but okay. Good, good, good. And now, what kind of HP does he have? He has 38. So actually, yeah, I mean, Nefella, you can't quite hit him from there, but you come to there, still can't. Yeah, now you can. Although you're gonna block. Yeah, that's the spot. I don't want you to block Skylax heading back. So we'll have Skylax. He can't really get very far anyway, so it's kind of moot. We'll have him come to here and just defend. And then Brasidas can come. Now, can he attack down from here? He really can't. Can't get in there. So let's see. Let's actually just bring him to right here. Can he reach? Yeah, he can. Takes a hit there. 38. I mean, it's 20 and 12. That might be enough, but it might not. So just in case, we'll have Artemis take her arrow shot as well. But that should do it. That should kill him. Nice. You D up. Yeah, okay, we need this shot, but that'll be the end. Sweet. Good work, guys. Nice teamwork. Victory. Now, this is, I didn't get anything extra, but this is what I did like the first time as well, so it just stays where it is. So we'll continue on. Wow, you were amazing! Think you'd teach me a few of those moves? I'd love to add the flaming sword thing to my arsenal. Yes, it would go nicely with your squealing loudly while spraying bolts in our enemy's general direction. Diona, you're harsh on her. She does tons of damage with that shot. I don't squeal. That's my fighter yell. To strike fear into our enemies. You did have some interesting techniques, though. What's your name, swordsman? Skylax. Skylax? Are you Persian? Persia may be my birthplace, but it's not my home. I'm a Magian. That sounds like a type of Persian barbarian to me. Nefella, why don't you tell us what that means? Oh, of course. She thinks I'm useful after all. I'm not an expert on Persian history, but I think the Magians were a religious group that Artaxerxes suppressed. This was around the time he declared himself God King and started reforming Persian religion. They were suppressed? Slaughtered would be a more accurate description. Our priests were killed, our temples were razed, and our most sacred artifact, the fire of knowledge, was extinguished. But there's a fire Artaxerxes can't extinguish, a pure blue flame that glows eternal. By my destiny, I will find it and return it to my temple. Regardless of what the Mad King wills, the flame of enlightenment will burn again in Persia. That kind of fire would have a ton of applications for Theomechane. Where'd you say it was? Haha, you remind me of a companion I had. He helped me scour Greece in search of the true fire for over a year, nearly dying several times in the process. Eventually, though, he grew disillusioned with our quest and returned to his workshop. Darn, I don't suppose you got any new information on it. In the 13 years since we've parted ways, I've learned several places it's not. It's not in the sacred burial caves of frozen Thule, and it's not in the bellies of the great lizard beasts of Hyperbia. You've been to Hyperbia? I thought impassable mountains guard the land beyond the north wind. Almost impassable. From the frozen corpses I passed on the way, I would venture not many survive the journey. So how is it a barbarian like you did, even if the Greeks failed? I'm a Magian. Fire is my birthright. My destiny was through those mountains, and I had the tools and luck to survive it. Is the same destiny that really got you killed with those bandits? It is the same destiny that compels me to offer my services to you. By Zeus, no way we would. Don't be silly, Brass. Of course he's welcome. The heroes of Bard's Tales always have a wise man that helps them on their way, though he usually ends up dying. Hold on a second. Skylax, why would you offer something like that? I don't think our path is headed anywhere near the sacred flame of yours. I don't expect you to lead me to the true fire, but I know the path to it involves traveling with you. That doesn't make any sense. Maybe that's why he's been wandering so long. Strife is justice. I cannot be a swordsman without ever having cause to draw my weapon. And the way to the true fire, the way to my destiny, compels me to take this difficult path with you. The Oracle did say that trying to conquer this task alone would lead to disaster. Fine, for the time being you can travel with us. But you're not here for your stories or philosophy, got it? You're here because there's a mad god king bent on conquering Greece, and I think you might bring me a few inches closer to stopping him. I understand, Arktos. Call me Diona. Now that that's settled, I'd really like to hear about Hyperbia. Well, we're busy walking to the next step on our very important quest, of course. Skylax has joined the party. Awesome. I like him. He's got some great abilities. Good in a fight. All right. Here we are in Rhodes. The elevated docks of Rhodes are amazing. Look at those boat elevators. I wonder how they work. Nefella, I don't think now is the time to... So they do use an autoloader balancer. It doesn't have a power source, though. I wonder how it works. I must be using excess mechanical energy from one of the turbines, but you couldn't apparently know which one would be giving you a surplus. Are you finished? You need to hurry up and find Evagrius. Let's hope you're right about him being able to rally Greece against Artaxerxes. Alright, here we are, looking for Evagrius. Looks like Xenophon's shown up here too. Pythagorean agent and a gossiper. We'll talk to all these people when we come back, but that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon.